Hey there, it's Teresa here. Thank you for joining me. I'm Teresa Youngkin. I'm a health informaticist. You'll find me here each week talking about AI, fire, and healthcare. Let's get started. Up to 80% of your healthcare data is invisible to your AI systems. And it's not because of bad tech, it's because of how you classify and govern it. Most executives think AI success comes down to smarter algorithms. But as the AI pioneer Yann LeCun says, the success of AI systems hinges not just on algorithms, but on the quality of the data that they are fed. So today I'm breaking down the 4 types of data that can make or break your next AI initiative, including the one most leaders overlook entirely. So let's break it down. The data powering your AI isn't just technical. It's deeply human, it's operational, and it's high stakes. There are 4 key types that you need to be aware of. Number 1, PII, personally identifiable information. Think names, emails, IDs. There's a subset of that is considered sensitive, like healthcare or financials. That subset of data can really stop any data initiative in its tracks. The second type of data that you need to be aware of is business sensitive or high risk data, BSI. Not personal, but it's just as critical because these are your internal playbooks that you're going to upload, trade secrets or proprietary algorithms. If this is exposed, this can cost you a whole lot more than a lawsuit. It can cost you your competitive edge. SPI, sensitive personal information, it goes deeper. Race, religion, health conditions, biometric data. This category demands heightened governance because the risks are real if they're disclosed, especially in healthcare. Finally, we've got public data, and it seems harmless because it's available to everybody, like public registries, government published statistics. But even these can get tricky when we combine it with other data sets. And that's exactly what most healthcare systems are going to be doing when they're implementing generative AI. Here's one way to think about the risks. Imagine your AI as a Michelin star chef. The algorithms, that's your chef skills. The data, that's your ingredients list. Even the best chef can't turn Rotten Tomatoes into a gourmet meal. Healthcare organizations often focus on the chef, right? We invest in AI platforms or we hire data scientists. But if your ingredients aren't sorted, cleaned, and stored properly, you're setting your AI up to fail. This is especially true when you're talking mixing structured data like claims or EHR data, unstructured data like free text clinical notes or PDFs, and semi-structured data like XML or JSON. Each one of these needs a different knife and a different prop station. And yes, it also needs a different set of governance protocols. Most AI healthcare models are pulling from structured data. No, because it's easy to query, like billing codes or CRM logs, and it's great for automation and quick wins. The unstructured data, that is harder to parse, but it's full of insight. Things like voice memos, PDFs, scan faxes, images. This is where NLP and computer vision shine, but it's only if you prep the data right. Semi-structured data, that's that glue, the fire, the HL7 messages, APIs. It's flexible, but it needs translation. And here's the curveball that most leaders miss. If you don't classify and govern these inputs up front, your model may learn the wrong patterns, or worse, it'll amplify bias, it may violate HIPAA, and it may give you flawed recommendations, which we can't readily tolerate in healthcare. So if you're investing in AI without investing in your data governance, you're not building intelligence. What you're doing is building risk. The organizations that I see that are winning in AI right now, they're not just deploying the models, they're designing to use the models with intention. They classify, they govern, and then they test in the real world. It's not just on whiteboards or in sandboxes. If that's where you want to be, you should start these conversations in your organizations right now before you even start to choose an AI model. If you're interested in learning more, DM me here on LinkedIn. We'll find 30 minutes to discuss your AI strategy. Trust me, It's the difference between a system that simply runs and one that actually works. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'm going to see you here next week where we're going to talk more about AI, fire, and governance tips in healthcare. Catch you on the flip side.